Hello everyone, the Abundance Oracle. I'm going to walk on the trail that Katie used to love to walk on, and we're going to have a little bit further conversation. I'm going to explain Eminent Domain to people because a couple people have seen my video and wanted me to explain it more. I had my best friend for 20 years, 25 years. He was sort of like my grandfather, but not technically my grandfather. A wonderful guy. He owned, was the largest concrete producer on the East Coast of New England. And he taught me a lot. And one of the things he coached me on is, let me get you a better picture, is when they wanted to build a new highway, like right near his plant, one of his plants that was in the city. They told him they're going to take a chunk of his land, and then they come up with the price that they think it's worth. And then he had to take a lawyer to dispute how much the land was worth. And it took years to really get paid close to what it was worth. It was definitely not what it was worth. And what is it going to be like when these data centers go up and they need 2,000 square acres of something? What about all those people with homes in the area? They're going to come in and not offer what it's actually worth. They're going to be trying to get a good deal through eminent domain. And how that works is one day you'll receive a letter saying your property is being sold under eminent domain. I would like to tell you the truth. Your property is being seized from you, stolen from you for an unfair price, so that a corporation can come in and take over, setting it up supposedly for the greater good. Now they're all going to say it's for the greater good, whether it is or it isn't. And you're going to be subjected to having to go through the court system to be able to retain your property. How many of you have the $500 million extra sitting in your bank to retain really good lawyers, so that instead of getting your $800,000 or $2 million that you should be getting for your property, instead of the $200,000? I mean, how are we going to assess that? It's insane. And so many people, the average, hello. Hello. Oh, yes. See, look who I found, a new friend. Hi, you're a good girl. Yes. Oh, I see your tail wagging. Thanks for saying hello.
Thank you for stopping.
Yeah. So, that's why, see, now you know why Katie loved to be here. Back to eminent domain. So, what towns have done that have successfully pushed off a data center in their area? I'm just going to show you stuff instead of describing it all. This is part of a tree that fell down. Is they really marshaled the whole town to understand that everyone in the town, majority of people in the town are not going to put up with this. And they have town meetings, and they have plans. They set out plans. Okay, we're going to be protesting if they start to do this to us. And so I think you need to take heed because you might be the ones who next have to figure this out. And it's a cute little, can you see? It looks like a train. Just wonderful little place. But you might need to be the one that needs to figure out and to marshal everyone around. And I think we're so divided now in a lot of our cities and states and towns that it's going to be harder and harder for us if we don't start paying attention to what is really important, really, really important. Our kids are going to be losing a lot. Their lifestyle's just not going to be. I'm trying to get you what Katie liked to do. She liked to sniff at this stuff. And we need to take the time to get to know our neighbors. I'm guilty too. I'm the only person in my area at this house here that has a natural house. Everybody else is so pristinely manicured, and it's just very different lifestyle than I am. So I a little bit keep to myself. Anyway, I love you all. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this data center stuff and about figuring out how to meet your neighbors better. I would say the majority of people that I talk to say they don't really know their neighbors well. We might have to fix that. Okay, love you all. This is the Abundance Oracle. Let's think. If you were on a project to make an abundance of friends that were neighbors as well, how would you go about that? Love to hear your thoughts. Come back again. Please like, subscribe, and share. Bye-bye.